Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. This video, as you will very soon see, has been recorded over different time periods, um, within a few days. So I got the idea for this video as I was actually working through my Arabic Stories for Language Learners book. Usually, if it's a page story, I can understand about 50 to 40% of it straight away, and I already have encountered the words before, but that leaves another 50 to 60% of words that I'm not sure of how to pronounce. I don't know what they mean. Um, so it's not really a fulfilling kind of um, reading experience. So I wanted to kind of find out how I can improve this. After reading it the first time, to introduce myself to the text, then I'll read it in English to know kind of what the idea of the story is, and then I will try to decipher all the words. Again, the English is there, so I essentially go, I don't know what the word dar means, but then I know what the rest of the sentence is, so I place that it means house or home or something like this. Then I write it down in my book, and so this reading is all about finding the words you don't know and writing them down. That was going to be the end of it, but I thought I should at least make use of the fact that I have a CD. So I've added another step where I listen to the audio track multiple times, read it back and forth with the audio track until my reading kind of imitates what's on the CD. So how is this important as a language learner? Is reflecting on my own experience. When I was learning Arabic, we'd always get these really kind of silly stories about characters like Hala Bustani and how she went to the American University in Cairo and what she's studying and all this kind of stuff. For me, I'd only ever read it once, and that would either be in the class or actually after the class. So either in the class itself or after the class to complete the homework. But the expectation was that you were actually reading and engaging with it. And you could definitely tell the people that had read it before knew what was coming, and they knew all the words, and they actually were able to interact with the text. And for me, even though I felt that I was okay with reading and I could understand it, I would still stumble on the words. So this video is pretty much an exercise for me to see how I want to work my way through such a book that has an English translation as well as an audio CD. And I hope that I can perhaps show other language learners how to possibly go through a text. You have to read it a bunch of times, listen back to the audio to kind of get the full benefit out of it. What you're going to see is various clips of me reading the same story according to the different phases. So I have one clip of me reading it for the first time ever. Then I have a second clip of me reading it after having read the English, so I kind of get the intonation like this man said. The next reading, I have written all the words down that I'm unsure of to help me, like I said, with that 50 to 60% of words that I'm unsure of how to pronounce and what it even means, where it fits into the sentence. And the last reading is of me reading it after having listened to the audio and read along with the audio to kind of feel the structure of the story. I actually don't even know how to pronounce the title of the story. I don't know what the word for thief is, so I think it's either lus or los. So juha or los. شعر جوحة باللص في راح ليلا فقام إلى خزانة غرفة النوم واختباء فيها وبحث اللص عن شيء يسرقه فلم يجد فرأى الخزانة ففتحها وإذا بجوحة فيها فخاف اللص ولكنه تشجع وقال ماذا تفعل هنا يا شيخ فقال الجحا متأسف يا سيدي فإني أعرف أنك لن تجد ما تسرقه ولهذا ولهذا استحيت واختبأت خجالا منك. Okay, so I felt that was pretty bad. شعر جوحا باللص في داره ليلا فقام إلى خزانة غرفة النوم واختباء فيها وبحث اللص عن شيء يسرقه فلم يجد فرأى الخزانة ففتحها وإذا بجحا فيها فخاف اللص ولكنه تشجع وقال ماذا تفعل هنا يا شيخ؟ فقال جحا متأسف يا سيدي فإني أعرف أنك لن تجد ما تسرقه ولهذا استحيت واختبأت خجال منك. So today is the second day of me reading the same text. I have just written down and like kind of pronounced out all the words that I didn't know. So I do think that will help me a little bit with the reading. شعر جوحا باللص في داره ليلا فقام إلى خزانة غرفة النوم واختباء فيها وابحث وابحث اللص عن شيء يسرقه فلم يجد فرأى الخزانة ففتحها وإذا بجحا فيها فخاف اللص ولكنه تشجع وقال ماذا تفعل هنا يا شيخ؟ فقال جحا متأسف يا سيدي فإني أعرف أنك لن تجد ما تسرقه ولهذا استحيت واختبأت خجال منك. شعر جحا باللص في داره ليلا فقام إلى خزانة غرفة النوم واختبأ فيها وبحث اللص عن شيء يسرقه فلم يجد فرأى الخزانة ففتحها وإذا بجوحا فيها فخاف اللص ولكنه تشجع وقال ماذا تفعل هنا يا شيخ؟ فقال جحا متأسف يا سيدي فإني أعرف أنك لن تجد ما تسرقه ولهذا استحيت واختبأت خجلا منك. Okay, so what are my closing thoughts on not this technique but this kind of following through idea? Definitely think it is worthwhile because as you have probably seen from the first reading, I only managed to get through it because of, I guess, what I already kind of knew about the language. The recording showed me how to pronounce everything. It didn't show me, for example, why. For example, in the one word that stumped me was for the thief made himself brave. وَلَكِنَّهُ تَشَجَّعَ. I don't even know if I pronounced it like that, but I thought it would be تشجع, but the recording said تشجع. The other bit, for example, when the reciter chooses to leave the vowel off at the end of the word, for example, I knew that you would not find anything in my house. فَإِنِّي أَعْرِفُ. I'm pretty sure it would be correct to also say فَإِنِّي أَعْرِفُ, but like I don't have this person to kind of discuss with. So maybe from here the next step is to kind of make any notes that I'm uncertain about and speak to a teacher or speak to somebody and ask about that. But I have definitely found this beneficial. And if you're a university learner or even just learning with a book by yourself, I guess that you really can't get the most out of the reading lesson in the first go. Definitely not the first go. Maybe even not even the second go. So it takes a lot of work. which I'm slowly realizing. But this is good. This is where we're making progress. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I will definitely try to stick to this strategy for the rest of my kitab, for the rest of my book, and we'll just see how we go with Arabic. So thanks very much for watching.